This is the madness of crowds. The chief priest talks the crowd into saying they want Barabbas. And this just shows you the fickle-mindedness of people, the depravity of people, that people, especially crowds, can be so easily manipulated as to choose a murderer over a man that they themselves had watched for 3.5 years heal the sick, give sight to the blind, raise the dead, feed multitudes with a few loaves and fishes, all these amazing things, and teach them the most profound, beautiful words that they'd ever heard, and they could be persuaded to pick a murderer over him because crowds can be so easily manipulated. You got to be really careful. If you're in a crowd of people, some kind of a rally or something, be really careful to not let your emotions take over and just do whatever, get all whooped up and then do whatever the leader is telling you to do. Like those idiots on January 6th that went and stormed into the Capitol building. Bunch of morons. It was stupid. They accomplished nothing and ended up suffering terribly for it. That was a dumb move. And why did they do it? Because there were a bunch of agent provocateurs in there that were instigating them and leading them in. You got to be really careful about stuff like that. Those poor guys, some of them are still rotting in prison just waiting for a trial over a year later. I mean, they may be dumb, but they don't deserve that. Not at all. I mean, what do they deserve? A trespassing charge. A fine, whatever, a couple $100 or something, whatever. It was trespassing. That's all it was. If they damage property, then they should be persecuted for that, or prosecuted for that, whatever. But it certainly wasn't sedition or anything else. But my point is with that, just be careful, because when you get in that moment and the whole crowd's heading into the Capitol building, what are you going to do? You're going to go right along with them. And you're going to think, oh, well, it's everybody. They can't arrest us all. Yeah, don't bet on it. They did arrest them all, or a lot of them anyway. Unbelievable how dumb people can be. But, that's what happens when you have false ideas and false hopes, because most of those people probably bought into the propaganda that Trump was somehow going to take the election, that it was going to be overturned and Trump was going to be the president and they weren't going to get in any trouble. Well, if you were dumb enough to believe that, you're probably dumb enough to storm into the Capitol building, and wow. I feel bad for him, but there are consequences.